Welcome to the Sisterly Submitted podcast, dedicated to changing the narrative about dating after 40. If you're interested in candid, unfiltered conversations between men and women, then you found your people. This is the podcast for you.
Welcome back to part 2 of the conversation with Shannan and Ryan, co-stars of TLC's MILF Manor. Here's where we left off.
The other side of it, there were some people who did have some positive things to say. It gave some women courage. I think that helped when myself and some of the other moms started to do press that was around, the connections that we made, the connections that were made with our sons, the genuine friendships that were established. I think that we kind of dispelled some of the negativity. I think that when people really got into the show, now granted there was some nonsense for sure.
Gotta be some.
It was some nonsense. We played a lot of games.
Okay.
The way that it was structured is, we would get these text messages. And they would be instructions to different tasks that we had to do in the house. And it was fun, the wall of shame, you had to tell one of your darkest secrets, and then, you had to figure out which one applied to your son, and he had to figure out which one applied to his mom. Mm-hmm. And so, did I want to know that my son has been in an orgy?
You don't want to know that?
Absolutely not. I don't want to picture that.
Well, about 10 minutes ago, I found some news from you I didn't want to hear either, so we're even.
Yeah, so, some of the situations on the show, was a little much. Jimmy and So Young.
Oh, man, he was really hurt about that.
Jimmy and So Young.
Yeah, he was very hurt.
So one of the moms kind of had, during that episode, had dispelled that she had slept with her son's best friend. Wow. And
in real life, he was like hurt.
Yeah.
Like you see it on the show, but he like for days was like, he's like swimming naked in a pool, like running off into a forest. Like, shout out to Jimmy, that's my guy. But Jimmy is wild. But,
yeah, cowboy.
We like
Joe.
off camera, we're like, you all right? Like, you okay? You good? Yeah. Oh, no, he was not.
He was not good after that kind of.
So in real life, do you feel like you would date someone Ryan's age? Or do you still have...
I would still be open to that. No,
Okay.
I would still be open to that. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you, of course, would date...
I would definitely be open. I don't think you can necessarily... I think it's important to learn lessons in your relationships and in the development of your relationships, but I don't think that it's right to cast judgment on the entirety of everyone just based on a couple personal experiences. I think there's culpability on both sides all the time. So I'm still looking at things with a very open eye.
Right. Look at the three of us. We're all 50-something and, fabulous.
That's right.
Absolutely.
But we're all different.
The grades are popular.
Yeah.
All right, so you talked about games, so it's actually game time here.
All right.
Hey, bring it
All
on.
right, so we're going to play a special Cougar and Cubs edition of Smash, Marry, Cancel.
Oh, this is
All
fun.
right, okay. And so what's going to happen is, Shannan, you're going to select who Ryan should smash, marry, and cancel. And then Ryan, you'll select for your mom.
Ooh.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Love it.
From these three, now this is for Ryan. What would Ryan say? Who does he want to smash, marry, or cancel? Janet Jackson, Toni Braxton, and Mariah Carey.
That's tough. That's tough.
No, he would want to marry Janet Jackson. You said Toni Braxton? Mm-hmm. Cancel Toni Braxton and probably smash Mariah Carey just because Nick Cannon's been there.
Man. See, I was different. But you got me now.
Uh-huh.
Because that is a lot of mileage. I'm not going to lie. That is a lot. Janet had the moment, but you're right.
Uh-huh.
And that's royalty, too.
Yes.
That is. All right, you got it. Yeah.
Okay. So
You
you
got
agree
it.
with my choices?
I did. I was
Okay.
canceling Tony. I like Tony, but she, out of the three.
She got a lot of drama.
You got to roll,
She got a lot of
Connect with the
drama.
shows. You got Tamar. It's a lot going on.
a lot of
So,
drama.
I like the order.
Okay.
All right, Nia Long, Regina King, and Gabrielle Union.
Hold on.
I think he would, let's see, probably smash Gabrielle Union, marry Nia Long, and probably cancel Regina King, even though I love her. I think she's hilarious.
I love Regina King, but she does get canceled.
There you have it.
You kind of can't not marry Gabrielle Union. Like, it would be really tough not to.
Uh-huh.
If I did, I would have one up on Dwayne Wade, too. So. And she is available soon to be.
What you mean?
You didn't know that?
Gabrielle
Working on a divorce.
Allegedly.
Stop it.
See that?
Allegedly.
I'm behind on that.
Uh-huh. So marry her.
You marrying Gabrielle?
Marry Gabrielle.
No.
And
But-
smash Nia.
But I'm smashing Nia. You know how I feel about the low? The low cut? Yes.
When she had the little short hair?
Nia Long is it.
Like her Boys in the Hood hair?
Nia Long is the one, yeah.
When she, or like,
Probably her
like
best
Devo?
man.
Oh, man.
Oh, Best Man hair. Yes, I loved her in Best
She
Man.
looks good everywhere.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
Okay.
All right,
Got to.
Lil Kim.
primary too.
Oh, Lord.
We got Lil Kim. This is the more
This is easy.
This is your ratchet. This is
This
your
is
ratchet
easy.
group.
Lil
This is
Kim,
easy.
Remy Ma. Okay, before you say it's easy,
Remy-
and Foxy
Remy Ma?
Brown.
Remy Ma. Uh-huh. Remy Ma.
Remy
Little
Ma.
Kim.
Remy Ma.
Wow.
And who else?
Foxy
And Foxy Brown.
Wow. Whew. Wow.
Okay. I am definitely going to say, oof.
Yeah, that's you said it. Oof.
He probably would cancel all three.
I gotta marry somebody.
All right.
We have had somebody say cancel all.
I'm about to
Cancel
say.
all three.
He probably would cancel all three. But if we had to pick, whew, he probably would, I'm going to say marry Foxy Brown. Probably smash Remy Ma and cancel Lil Kim.
Close. You gotta smash Lil Kim though.
Okay.
Out of that, you got come on.
Because Biggie.
I gotta see if you're really about your lyrics.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
well, then there's
Proof
that.
Proof has to come with the pudding. So we gotta smash Lil Kim.
Okay.
We're canceling Remy.
Uh-huh.
And just because I'm just in this situation, we gonna,
You're gonna marry.
we'll marry
Foxy.
Foxy.
Yeah, I got 2 of the 3. All right.
Okay, last group: Evelyn Lozado, Nene Leakes, and Kenya Moore.
Oh, my goodness.
That's another combination.
He's going to smash Evelyn. He's going to cancel Nene. He would marry Kenya.
You got it. Yeah.
all right.
That's straight like that.
Okay.
100%. 3 for 3. I was
All right.
hoping you did.
So Ryan, now you get to decide for Shannon.
Okay.
All right, here you
Some
go.
good ones now.
Trey Songz,
Ooh.
Bruno Mars, and Chris Brown.
Woo! Wow.
24 karat magic in the air.
You would. What we got? Smash. What we got? Smash, cancel, and marry, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so tough.
Is it?
You would probably smash Trey Songz. You would probably cancel Chris Brown unpopularly and marry Bruno. If you say you would marry Chris Brown, that's wild. That's wild.
Chris Brown is your
Whoa.
stepdad.
You know what? 2 divorces in, you might be right. You might just marry Chris Brown.
So I would probably marry Trey Songz.
You don't like small men, though. That's right.
That's why I would not marry
Exactly.
Bruno.
You wouldn't marry
'cause
Bruno. That's so vain of you.
I
but
know, but I'm almost 5'9". What is he, like 5'2"?
about that, I'm sure.
I mean, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Would love for him to sing to me every night. However, he is just a little
it wouldn't last long.
side.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't cancel him though.
So
Just
what are you
Put
doing?
him up in a high chair
So
or
what you
something.
doing?
Okay. Well, Chris Brown, yeah.
Yeah, you want to?
It's a bad boy in him. It's the bad boy in him.
Okay.
Yeah. But, of the three, I would probably have to, unfortunately, cancel
Cancel Bruno.
Bruno.
Wow.
Yeah, he's so talented.
Just because of the height requirement.
Sorry, Bruno. All right, Michael B. Jordan,
Oof.
Tyler Lepley, and Iman Shumpert.
You know what? You are canceling Iman Shumpert.
Am I?
You are
He's chocolate.
marrying Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And you are definitely smashing Tyler Lepley. Definitely.
Ding, 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 ding.
Upgraded Drake, you're definitely smashing him.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, so we got J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, that's tough.
Wow.
I know what you should do. I'll tell you right now.
See.
Stepson of the year. You know what I'm saying?
He is always trying to, he's trying to pawn my daughters off with folks, and now he's trying to pawn me off.
You canceling Kendrick because he's small too. I already know this.
Okay.
You canceling Kendrick because he's small.
Uh-huh.
You are probably marrying Drake.
Light skin, though.
Both of them light skinned. Both of them are.
J. Cole
And
has a
smashing
hint
J.
of
Cole.
color.
Like is not giving like booty call though. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like you don't think about Drake like I'm about to get it in with Drake.
I know it.
Like at nighttime, you think about like you don't know that. You know, it's
Back
probably
in on the
average.
B1
It's
thing.
probably average sex. It's,
You think so?
Yeah.
Highline
Drake come with the
bling.
credentials. You like marry Drake.
Okay.
Let J. Cole. J. Cole been locked up before, except he's real educated. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
yeah,
J.
then there's
Cole.
that part. Yeah, you're probably
like
right.
J. Cole has
Yeah.
the edge.
Okay.
But at the same time, yeah. So that's what I say. Cancel.
Okay.
Cancel Kendrick.
I would probably follow
Smash
his lead
J.
on
Cole.
that. Yeah, I would just take
And
his
then
advice.
you are marrying Drake.
All right.
Because you can't not. Like you can't really not
Right.
marry Drake.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well.
And I'm gonna support that. You will endorse that right now.
All right, last one, athletes.
Ooh.
Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Chris Paul.
None of them are short. Everybody made 6 feet.
Right. But you know all that beard thing.
I'ma go with-
That's a lot going on.
I'm gonna go with cancel James Harden.
Yes.
Because James Harden cancels himself, to be honest with you. James Harden is canceled.
Yeah.
Marry
Yeah.
Chris Paul, smash Russell Westbrook.
There you go.
Absolutely. You're very intense, so you did. Probably won't sit right no more if you get Russell Westbrook. You
Oh,
probably-
good Lord. He is horrible. This is what I have to deal with.
All right, well, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. So thanks for playing along.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get back to our conversation. Okay, so you guys share a close bond. How involved are you in selecting each other's partners or like sort of giving a thumbs up or thumbs down?
I think when Ryan was a little younger, he would want all of us as family to meet everybody that he was dating, and
I didn't think that much. Wasn't that mixed
but I think it was important to have like approval,
Yeah.
And we're a very open family. Well, come on over. We are very open house, and so whereas I think society will tell young men, only bring home those that you potentially want to marry, and that's never been like the case. I think now, he's very selective about who meets his family. I think maturity probably, has taught him that mom doesn't need to meet everybody. I know that he, is actively dating, but I know that he's, very intentional about who he brings around family now. So he meets some very nice young ladies. Can I say at this point I've met anybody that I would say, is like marriage material? I don't know. I think you're being a little more private now as you're getting older, and I don't know if that's intentional or not. What do you think?
I think that it is worth an introduction if there's potential within the relationship. So if I am dating somebody and I can envision being committed to them, then I make sure she knows who that person is. Now, if I'm having fun with someone, because my mom is the social butterfly at the same time, I think we're both very social people.
Right.
There's a difference between meeting my mother with intention and then encountering her at a social gathering,
right,
or us going out and having a good time and me being like, this is a lady friend.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say that I think, obviously, as I've matured and gotten more experience in that realm, I think I've been able to differentiate between the two. In regards to you, I would say the same thing. Some, if it's not worth mentioning, I don't
just
think
like
you're intentional with it.
You just found out about some folks, because I was like,
exactly.
Everybody's not meeting my kids.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody's not coming to my house.
And she will be very intentional and specific when she wants us to meet someone who she's thinking about building with. So, hey, can you come over and meet such and such a person? If you just want to let you know I'm dating such thing, and it's not there yet, but if you want to step out to dinner with us, I would love for you to such a thing. And I will say, on a serious note, I think you're a very good judge of character.
That's right.
And I have always been very fond of the men you have dated or married outside of, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That one. But
We don't mention that name anymore.
But aside from that,
So have you met someone that you thought, oh, he's not right for my mom? Or Shannan, you met someone and you said, oh, Ryan, she is not the one. And you were spot on? Like, you found out later that, oh, my mom was right, or Ryan was really right about that.
Cody. Code name.
Oh.
How did you? Because I
was,
know you like whatchamacallit. TV girl, you like her. You still like her.
I do. Ryan had a relationship.
Perfect for you.
Ryan had a relationship right out of college, and I think that it was timing. Lovely, lovely young lady. She was more mature, I think, than he was ready for. She was a couple years older than him.
Yeah, she was a general manager at her job, was very successful, was in the industry, was fun is over. Like, I'm trying to get a place with you.
Yeah.
And put adult life on you immediately.
Yeah.
So.
I really liked her, and but again, it was, he just wasn't. Yeah, he just wasn't. It was a maturity thing.
I think she was ready for things that I wasn't ready for at that time.
Sure.
And then I think, from a spiritual aspect, I don't think she was mature or built. I feel like she had a lot of internal issues where she needed to find her own spiritual flame and self-confidence within herself.
I see, and I know
so that's
things
where
I'm not going to know, as a mother. But, I try not to get too much into his business. I like to be as involved as he wants me to be, but if I do see something that's not healthy, I've stepped in and like, this is not healthy, for both, just, caring about two young people. But, Ryan's got a good heart, and I know one day he'll settle down. at some point, maybe. Then again, he may be the consummate bachelor forever. But do you want to be married?
You know, I think in today's age, I view it differently. I think growing up, when you learn, customs and beliefs and experiences and see what people tell you to do, I think you have this idea of what the American dream is, as far as being with the person and having a dog and kids in a nice car and a pearly gate in front of your home. So I think.
Not a pearly gate, though.
The pearly gate, right?
That means
So I think.
If you say that pearly gate, that's your problem.
Right, don't say no one is calling
the pearly gates.
We want the white picket fence, not the pearlies.
I want a gate. But no, looking at that, I don't view it the same anymore.
Yeah.
I think maturing and learning about the different capacities and types of love that there are, I'm still open to it, but I want to be in a situation that's good for me, most importantly. I'm not just looking at, someone and saying, I need to be married.
Yeah.
I want to be in a situation that's healthy for both of us. So I'm still open to the idea, but I'm not as committed to it as I was before, especially if it isn't beneficial for both parties. Because it's kind of like, this day and age is kind of like social media. Like some people don't post their significant other, unfortunately, because recovering from the damage of if that situation doesn't work out is image.
Yeah.
So it's a lot that goes into that. Like divorce is tough. Divorce is expensive. Divorce is rough.
Right.
So
Very true.
that's how I feel.
And you know this going into marriage.
Right.
Yeah. And seeing it.
There's right. I was gonna say there's some more. This generation is much more aware than where we were.
Yeah.
Because we were told go to school, find your husband, get married, have children. Like that's how we were taught. And I think this generation is a lot more. They're just self-aware.
Yeah.
And open to doing
open, right?
the non-traditional way.
Exactly.
That, and I don't like agenda based. That's another thing that's big for me too. Meaning that when you speak to somebody, are they with you just because they want to be with somebody? Are they with you for you? Are they with you because they connect with you? Or they just, you just want a boyfriend just to have a boyfriend? You just want a husband because you feel like it's something that's on a checklist. So I think it's big to go into your relationships healthily and actually build them up. You bring bricks, I bring bricks. Let's make a foundation. Not I'm a placeholder.
Yeah. That is so crazy because I dated a guy who told me that, and I didn't even remember him telling me that. He recently said, yeah, when we were dating, you would have wanted to marry any guy who was in your life at that time. And I was like,
That's big.
and
Wow.
And I think he was right. I wanted to be married at that time. I wanted to be married. And I didn't think of it that way back then, but he recently said that, yeah, the reason that we didn't move forward is because I didn't really think you really cared about me.
Oh, wow.
You just wanted to be married.
That's true.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, wow. I was trying something different at that time.
Yeah.
And, of course, we didn't marry, but that's interesting to hear you say that.
So, as far as the dating range, so Cougars and Cubs, what's the range? We'll start with you, Shannan. What would you say, what's the youngest to the oldest that you're dating these days?
I would probably say I wouldn't want to date too much younger than 31, 32-ish, my son's age. I mean, it just seems weird to me for somebody to be younger than my son. That's just weird to me.
Your stepfather's going to be a teenager.
Right? You answering that? I'm like, bro, please relax.
I wouldn't want to date anybody.
Ask me for a ride.
And, not quite ready to. I'm very active, love to travel, and I still roller skate and, dance. And so, you got to be able to keep up. So you can't be, 70 and,
Come on, man.
pushing your oxygen tank. And,
Unless they're going to put you on the benefits, right?
Stop it.
No. In game. Pearly gates.
No, I just, it's hard to put an age on it because some people are, you're only as young as you feel, There's some some guys that are 55, 60 that, you know, still have a lot of energy and act like they're 30, but then some 55 or 60 that act like they're 80.
Yeah.
So, hard to put a number per se. Probably wouldn't go maybe too much more than 55-ish, you know, 57-ish.
Yeah.
You know.
What about you, Ryan?
I got range.
You got range.
8 to 80.
If I can, that's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all gotta edit that out. That's, 8 to 80 is wild. But no, I will mess with you
See, that's with you.
if I can have a drink with you. That's 21.
As long as he's
Okay.
21.
she's of age.
So 21, if I can go out with you and get a drink, then I'm like, all right, I can mess with you. I would date you probably, depending on your state of mind, at like 23. I could do that. My cap, depending on how energetic you are, and also depending on how everything is still sitting. Know what I'm saying?
Good, you're being honest.
Yeah, I got to. 'Cause
Right.
it's okay. That's honest though. Like how you are about short guys. Like it need to. You still like tight body over here.
Okay, all right.
Because I keep myself in good shape and good health.
understand.
That's big with me too.
But
When I
it's
speak to people,
you know,
I like
most
healthy people.
50-year-old women, we still.
No, you're still
got
Stella.
it.
You're still Stella.
Yes.
You're still
absolutely.
Stella.
Yes, we
We're
are.
I'm
getting our
there.
groove back.
We
So
are.
I'll say about 55. I
So
would
you
say.
all
I
are
think
at
it's
almost the same age, huh?
About
55. So
your
Wow.
cutoff was 55. Man.
Huh?
Your cutoff was 55.
Yeah, about that.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You 50.
I'm 52.
Man, how you be 52 cutting with a 55-year-old cutoff?
Because a lot of older gentlemen, they want to nap all the time. They gotta, you know, they moving slow. They not as energetic.
Shoot,
you
young
know.
people nap.
Yeah, but it's a different.
I don't got no sleeping
nap.
schedule. I want to take a nap right quick and get to it.
You know, it's like, you know.
Now she's big on adventure, so
Yeah.
she needs somebody that's
Yeah.
upbeat. Like she
You
likes
gotta
to
have some
travel.
energy.
She likes to get on roller coasters still.
Yeah,
She'll probably go parasailing. Like you are about the experience.
I am.
would you parasail?
I would. I mean, I have one life. I have one life, and you know, I'm about
That's
to.
why I don't parasail.
That's why you say you're trying to keep that one life.
Nah, for
You
real.
know, I'm not. You know, I just went to Costa Rica and did some major zip lining through the jungle,
Oh, nice.
and it was exhilarating.
Yeah.
You know?
And they say black women don't do adventurous things.
Oh.
You know?
I'm all about
And your hair
that.
still looks good.
I put on my little hat and I didn't even care. I had a great weave in there and it could get wet and all the things. I'm here for it. There's nothing at this stage in life that I want to say that I want to do and not do it. And I want my partner to feel the same way. I don't care what age he is. I'm even open to other, nationalities. All of that.
Hey, you did say you were considering changing over, didn't you? If it didn't work.
I would say I'm not opposed to dating outside of our culture. I have not done that yet, but I'm not opposed to it.
Well, Shannan, what advice do you have for other women in our age range who are, looking to date either a younger man or just looking to date right now?
Yeah.
What advice or sort of some words of hope or encouragement can you give?
I think you have to be, you have to be very in tune with what you want. Not a checklist, but just what do you want? What do you value? And I think that that's what you're going to attract is a person who has the same value system as you. That's number one, and it doesn't matter, what color they are, how old they are. It's about your value system, and that's where you need to start. And I think that if you are very in tune with what you value and what you want, then as you meet people, you'll be able to see that right away. And you won't waste their time, and they won't waste yours because, your value systems, you'll learn that after the first, 3 or 4 conversations. And so I think that if you could be very comfortable in your own skin and you feel like, hey, at this point, whether I walk into a bar by myself and sit, and have a conversation with a complete stranger, or if I go to church by myself and, sit amongst, people that I know, or if I, go to the tomato section, at the Publix, and you catch eyes with a complete stranger and have the courage to say hello, like things that you wouldn't normally do. Like, don't be afraid to do it. Just put yourself out there. I think a lot of people are afraid to be vulnerable, and I'm like, I am completely the opposite. I feel like you will learn someone quickly if you feel like you have established a space where you can be vulnerable with people. And if not, then you'll know right away if they're just not the people you should have in your life.
And Ryan, what about you? What advice do you have for people who are 40 or older who are looking to attract younger men?
I will say, I think we should be able to be receptive to advice with both parties. I think younger lessons can apply to older people, and I think older lessons can apply to younger people. So a lot of things that I wish I knew that I know now that I wish I knew at a younger age. But vice
Anything
versa.
you want to share? Anything?
Yeah, so specifically, I would say at this point in my life, I would advise everybody working on a relationship or any type of relationship, whether it be business or whether it be, you finding a partner, you have to live unapologetically, which means I think you need to do what you want to do, and I think you need to follow through with what your vision is. With every single thing that you do, you should be intentional. Aside from that, what I've learned is know the difference between sacrifice and holding yourself back. Because when you hold yourself back in any capacity, I feel like resentment develops. And I see a lot of people in relationships right now at this moment that resent the situation. They're just in these situations and in these arrangements where they think they're doing the right thing, but they don't really want to live it out.
Transactional.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think I think that people shouldn't do things for show, and I think a lot of people do. So that's what I would say. Just make sure you're being your most genuine self. Mm-hmm. It's the difference between sacrifice,
Well, both of you had really good advice, and we just want to thank you. It's been amazing having you on the podcast.
Yes.
Thank you guys for
Before we
having us.
wrap up, though, is there any products you want to promote or any shout-outs you want to give? Any shout-outs?
You want to do your drop? You want to put yourself on right quick, or you want to go?
Put myself on.
Already. Put yourself on right quick.
Well, you can follow me at Shannan Diggs on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. You can follow me at I'm going to spell it too, because everybody always messes up my name. But you can follow me at I am Ryan Javan. That's Jovan. On Instagram, I provide all updates for everything on there. I'm a musician, also an actor as well. So any new releases, upcoming shows, anything like that, you can catch me there. Aside from that, I have an upcoming podcast as well called The Spicy Experience. So be on the lookout for that.
Thank you all so much. It has been such a pleasure talking about Cougars and Cubs and getting all the 411 on your experience on MILF Manor. Thank you so much just for sharing with everybody.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being our first guest.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
It's been
It was a
pleasure.
lot of fun. Thank you.
This episode was sponsored by Fertile Myrtle Publishing. Get your glamorous life set to manifest love, wealth, and a life of bliss. Available on Amazon.
We'll see all you hopeful romantics next Thursday for a new episode.